Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Creations by Sween. Today I'm coming to you with a birthday card, and I'm not using a Cricut. I'm having a problem with my laptop and it's not connecting to my Cricut, and after about an hour of trying, I said, you know what, let me just figure something else out. I really wanted to make a shaker card, but unfortunately I didn't have any acetate sheets or any plastic that I can use to mimic acetate sheets. So I started looking online and I came across a video that Jennifer McGuire made where she used tulle in the opening of her card, and it's just regular tulle that's sold on a spool just like this. And I buy these at Hobby Lobby for like $2.50 when they're on sale. And all I did was use a circle punch. And this one's from Recollections. I don't know the size of the circle, but let me see if maybe I can figure it out. Maybe 2 1/4 all the way around. So I did that. This is my top mat. I cut my pattern paper. This is going to be an A2 size card. My top mat is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then my pink one, my pattern paper, is 3 3/4 by 5. And I went ahead and I don't know if you can tell, but let's see, I put the mesh there. And all I did was add ATG and some foam to pop it up. And then with the circle on like a very, very light blue paper, I punched it out. I measured it and made sure that it would fit, it would be in line with the top layer, and I put it behind. And before, excuse me, sorry guys, I'm getting over a cold. Alright, so before we go ahead and add this, we're gonna go and add some sequins and stuff, but we'll get into that in a minute. I became a Die Hard club member from the Stamps of Life, and this was the set for March. It's called Sheep2stamp, and it comes with the dies. And what I did is I created the dies, and I'm gonna explain to you how I did it and everything step by step. So sorry guys if I'm a little off here. I haven't done a video in a long time. Good, it's not. Alright, so let's get some pink. I bought these sequins. I'm just gonna put some out there. I bought the sequins at Hobby Lobby, and it's from a company called Treehouse Studios. And I bought pink and black a very long time ago. I'm sure you guys might remember my a shaker. As a matter of fact, the shaker card that I made for a birthday also, which was my Paris theme one. I don't know if you guys remember. If I can figure out how to link stuff below, I will. Alright, so we're going to do pink and black, which is my favorite combination of colors, together with the white. Set those aside. I'm going to use my pickup stick, and we are going to pretend that this is going to be a shaker card. So we're just going to add some adhesive and just add. This is just a mess. Hold on guys. If you guys hear the birds out very loudly, it's my window's open, so you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Let me get a scrap piece of paper, which I just had up here. What did I do with it? Here it is. I'm just gonna fold that. I'm gonna add some adhesive here. And this, I don't know why this has melted. I haven't used this in such a long time. Maybe that's why. Let me try this again. It really isn't supposed to be this hard. I'm not gonna put any. You know what? Let me just use my tweezers. Something happened to my pickup stick. Alright guys, so don't worry, I know I say this all the time, but this glue dries clear. So if it's oozing through the back here, we don't need to worry about that. And we're just picking up and adding. I want definitely more pink than the black. I don't want to put any in this corner, and you're going to see why, guys, because I'm going to add a little image that I had cut out. And I spoke about this in a past video where I have some extra cutouts and I have like a little pouch and I save my extra cutouts. So that sometimes I really don't have to like go in there and cut out stuff with my Cricut, because sometimes I just really don't feel like connecting everything. And now look at the problems that I'm having with my laptop. But I wanted to make a card. My birthday stash is running low. Alright, like I said, I want to do more pink. Then the black. I guess this one's sitting here, I could. There. I'm not going to put any on the top, but you guys are going to see why. So it looks like this. Again, it'll dry clear, but it adds a little sparkle to the card and a little pizzazz. Let me use my bone folder, just put this down so that it's not. Alright, this is the pattern paper that I used. It's from Recollections. It's called Pink Pin Dots, actually. And this is one of my favorite pattern papers. I love like polka dotty stuff. Let me get this out of the way. And I'll add these. Let me just put them up here. I'll add those back up. Alright, so far, this is going to be the front of our card. Now, let me go ahead and use, what did I do with it? Guys, I'm all over the place today. Can you tell? Here it is. A mouse pad, so I can use my personalized stamp from the Stamps of Life. If I don't do it at the beginning, I always forget. And we're going to be using Memento Tuxedo black ink to stamp it. I like to hold it in place for a few seconds to give time for the ink to transfer onto the paper. And that'll give you a nice crisp image every time. If you stamp too quickly, see, there we go. I'm sorry that there's a shadow. It's that there's a window behind the camera. Alright, so now while this dries, which I guess I should have done the inside first, let's go ahead and do the inside of our card. For the inside, I did the polka dot pattern paper, that light blue. I wanted it to mimic like outside. And then I used the Friskers Grass Punch as pasture. Isn't it cute? And this is the smaller size of the stamps. And I used my Cricut to die cut that out. I did use some Wink Estella on the little mane fur on her little head and her little swirls for her body. So let me go ahead. This is all dry already. Let me add ATG to the back of this. Let me move this out of the way so you guys could see. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so out of making videos. I really am. I feel I've been sick also. But it feels weird to me to make videos and walk you guys through it. But I definitely want to at least once a week put out a video for you guys. I really do. Alright. There we go. Alright guys, so that's basically the inside of the card. Okay. And to color the little face, I use these 3 Copic markers. I don't own but 6, 7 of them because they're super expensive. And I'm not by any means an artist or anything of that nature. I just basically wanted to have the skin tone set, which I bought, and I used a coupon at Michael's. I believe they're $38 for the set, and that's a lot of money, and I used a coupon. So the colors that I used are E00. Let me see if I can get it to focus. E00, E11, and E13, and I used that for the little face. I'm going to show you on the bigger one so you can see, and then I used R20 for blush. And of course our Wink Estella clear. Alright, so while that dries, let me see, do I need to add anything else? Let's go ahead and take a look and put in on top of our... The reason why I didn't want to put anything on this side is because I'm going to use this little image, and this image is from Little Scraps of Heaven. There, that looks better. Little Scraps of Heaven, and I want to put it up here. So I guess now that I look at it, it's covering those two, but it's okay. I can put a black one up there. We're missing one there, and maybe one down here. I just wanted it to have a little bit of sparkle. Let's see. Let's use this again. Let me grab this. I'm gonna put a black one up there. And I thought I wanted more of the pink than the black, but I kind of really like how the black pops through the tool. These dry pretty quickly. And like I told you, they dry clear, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's see. Let's try it again. I know. I'm missing a pink one over here. Let's see. So yeah, I really wanted to make a shaker card. I was so bummed out when I realized I had run out of the acetate sheets that I had bought that one time. Because I have been making cards. I just haven't made a video for them. So I did run out of it, and I was kind of bummed, but I still wanted to make something along the lines, even though it doesn't shake, but, which I guess, over the mesh, we could have maybe put some shaking pieces had I, oh my god, I think that looks so cute. Alright guys, so let me put this aside here. You know what I could add? I could add little tiny, these are also from Recollections, let me see, a few little tiny ones. This is what the pickup stick is for. I wonder why this has melted into like, well, it works for this. I just didn't want to work for my sequins. Just a few little white bling that we can put here and there, just to add a little something, since it doesn't have all the mechanisms for the shaker card. There we go. Oh, all right, that one just refused to cooperate. I'm thinking of getting that Crystal Katana stick. I see everybody using it and it works like magic. I mean, I guess for what I needed, this one works too. I might be going overboard here, guys. But I just love bling. Alright, let's just stop there and see. Look how cute. I like it. And it says happy birthday to you, because we're using a little sheep. Oh, it's actually kind of perfect. It's actually kind of perfect. Exactly what I needed. I should add one more down here. Okay, so we're already 15 minutes in and we're not anywhere near done with this card. You can tell I am so not used to making cards. Alright, so let me go ahead and peel off the stickiness part of... These are just the guts from one of those sheets of Pop Dots that I buy from Walmart. And I decided to just use the gut part because I don't have any of this thin adhesive foam. Alright, so let's get rid of this. And let's add this to the top of our card. I hope I'm not in the frame. I'm just gonna stand it up so I can make sure. Right now it's crooked. Let me see something, guys. I'm gonna have to come over it. I hope I haven't even brushed my hair today. It's one of those lazy Sundays. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is so perfect. Look how cute, guys. It's not a shaker, but it has all the little sparkly, and it has that pretty mesh that just gives it a little bit of, I guess you could do it without the mesh too, but I think it gives it a little bit of interesting texture to the card. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take our sun. Again, this is from Little Scraps of Heaven, and this was a print and cut. And I love this little sun, and we're going to put it right... I don't want it too far off. I guess right there is sort of perfect. So I'm just going to add quick dry adhesive to the bottom part there. And if it hangs out too far out, I'll just cut off that little piece. Alright, let's bring it up a little. Perfect. Alright. And so there we go. That's our little sun. And I wanted to have the little sun since we're going to add the little green grass down here. And it's like a little pasture for our sheep. Alright, so let me explain to you guys what I did here with the die cuts. I'm very new actually to die cutting. So I wasn't sure what these inner parts were for. And then I realized I stamped the image, which is this one, the big one. I stamped the image and I colored her. And then I realized that I wanted to run the sheep through the Cuttlebug using my Divine Swirls folder. But I didn't want it to do her face. So I was like, well, then maybe, then I saw this die and I said, well, I guess that die cuts out the face. Let me try that. So it did. And what it did is it left a little white border here, which I just trimmed off with my scissors. And I ran her through the Cuttlebug. And I don't know if you guys can see, I added some Wink Estella clear. It's so hard to tell on camera, guys. Let me see if I could. Yeah, that's not gonna. There it is. On all the divine, on all the, there we go. On all the swirls that the folder did, I added the clear Wink Estella just to give her, you know, some oomph, because I really like sparkly stuff. All right, so we're gonna adhere it down flat the body of our little sheep, and I'm gonna adhere her down with ATG. Be generous with the ATG when you have dry embossed images, because they tend to lift a little bit because of the embossing. So I figured it's better to just have extra than not enough. And then the good thing about the ATG is that you can just roll it back on itself and you'll never know it was there. So let me go ahead and bring her. I want her to be like a little bit off to the left. I don't want her to be exactly in the middle. All right, guys, and there we go. Now before we put her head on, I want to go ahead and put the little grass. That again, this was from the Frisker's grass sponge. And I'm going to put it down here. Actually, hold on. It goes from here to here. And typically I would pop this up, the grass, but since I already popped up the top layer, I didn't want to add too much more bulk. So there we go. And then the only thing we have left is to put her little face. So like I said, I used that die and I cut out her face, but then she had like, then it cut out also the eyes, see? And I was like, uh-oh, now I got rid of the eyes. So what I did is I just used my little Recollections tiny circle punch and cut out a little black piece, put it there. It covered her eyes. I added some glossy accents to her eyes and some Wink Estella to her mane. And I used the same Copic markers combination to color in her face. And I added 2 pop dots on the back just to pop up her face. And we're almost done, guys. Almost done. All right. So you just got to make sure you line it up perfectly with what would have been her position there. There we go. Let me just and see, it looks like her little head is popped up from her body. And oh my goodness, guys, I really like this card, how it turned out. By the way, I use craft cardstock. Guys, I'm really bad at doing these videos. I haven't done them for so long. I had cut out one of these little sparkly butterflies, and I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I add it there? Or should I just, yeah, it kind of needs something. So let's just go ahead and add it right here. Definitely right there. Like a little friend for the sheep. Again, I like to add adhesive only to the body part so that the wings are not stuck down. There, let's just add her right there. Just a little friend visiting the sheep, and it adds a little bit of pop of color. Alright guys, so that's my card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I explained everything right. If I didn't, please comment below and I'll try to explain it. I am just, I'm just all over the place. Excuse me while I get back into the swing of things here. But yes, that's my card for today, using Jennifer McGuire's idea of using the tool. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's see inside of my card. Have a great day, guys, and thank you again for joining me, and I hope you guys like my video. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week. Bye.